How does it feel to be back?
It's nice. I'm just really happy. I'm super calm. I don't know if you guys saw my introduction of the land acknowledgement. It was done in a way that's very calming.
It was beautiful.
For TV, so it was good. It's good to take the time. Now it's time to party.
And I know you're currently on a tour, correct?
Yes. I am. Yeah, I just arrived from Austin, Texas yesterday, and then I'm off to Europe for 2 weeks, and then maybe a lot of places. Yeah.
How does it make you feel performing live?
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's where all my guts, all these things come out, and it's like, it's powerful place to be. I think Bahamas is like right there. Yay, bravo! I missed him. I missed your show, your song.
Do I have any other questions in the audience? Yes.
You mentioned winning the Aboriginal Album of the Year way back in the day. Jeremy last night was talking about breaking out of that category for Aboriginal artists. He'd like to see them, more so across the board in all the different categories. What's your thoughts on that, number one? And number two, do you think the Aboriginal Award deserves the spotlight tonight?
Oh my God, yeah. I think we all feel the same. I think Jeremy, Snotty, and the guys, Leonard, we're all in this together in a way because we're from, we're the first peoples here. So we share something very strong. And I think it's time in 2019 to kind of start realizing that we're everywhere and we are not just expressing our culture, but we are making music. We are telling stories that are very rooted, of course, but I think we should never forget that they are from very strong places. So, of course, I think we deserve to not just be in the box anymore. That's been done way too long, so it's just good to have someone like Jeremy who can say these things and be so fearless about it, because we've been afraid for so long to speak our mind because we were going to be put in a little corner even more. So I think at one point we just have to realize that people want to see us, hear us, and I think the industry is slowly changing, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a question front row here, David.
Hi, David Friend from the Canadian Press.
Hi.
As conversations about reconciliation perhaps evolve, I'm wondering if you could give me your thoughts on how Canadians can interact with various Indigenous communities across the country, how that works, like, for example, going to powwows or something like that. Can you give me your thoughts on that?
Start with the powwows. That's always very healing anyway as a human being, right? It's a beautiful place. And I think we shouldn't forget that people, First Nations or Inuit or Métis people, all want to have you. They all want to welcome you. And I think they want to share. But I think for me, as I was a social worker before, I was a radio broadcaster. Of course, I make a living singing now. But we forget that we do so much as Indigenous people. We have to be teachers constantly when we are in a society that's super they have information, like just go to Google, for example. Just maybe start getting to know the First Nations or Inuit around your area. Just that acknowledgement is very huge for us because it's still not natural for Canadians or Quebecois to just say, hey, who's here? Like, which land are we on? I mean, it's a very strong, rich land, and I always like to say, this is like a beautiful land instead of a beautiful country, because one day it could be maybe a beautiful country if we decide to really live and be fair to other people, other cultures. So I think, I don't want to say how to do it. I think it has to come from each person, but I think as Inuit or Indigenous people, we have to feel that we're not doing the whole, meeting point, we have to feel that you guys, or Southerners, or what we call the white people, non-Indigenous, also are doing their part. So, I mean, we're all humans, right? We just want to connect. So let's connect. Let's find ways, and I think there are many, many ways to. Start with the powwow. That's always good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your performance was beautiful tonight.